Thank you for plugging into this Family Life News podcast, streaming issues-driven, family-focused news. Welcome to another edition of Hometown Heroes on Family Life. I'm your host, Bill Price. Our guest this week, Buffalo, New York's Schwartzen Precil. This local author is teaching folks how to turn obstacles into opportunity.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York. By the age of 1, I was placed in the foster care system because my mom was negligent. And so me and my brother, I was 1, my brother was 2, and we were placed in the foster care system among child care providers. We, got bounced around to a few different homes. Within those times, we experienced some pretty traumatic experiences, some abuse, and I ended up, just drifting to some deviant behavior because I didn't have any role models, no parents. They left us, they abandoned us. 25 years later, I went on a search to figure out what happened back then.
A lot of people would just kind of throw in the towel, give up, say life's not fair. You did not. Why?
I didn't do that because I had a few different encounters with grace. I was given a second chance at 14 years old when I was almost, sent away to juvenile detention center after, participating in some gang violence. I was given a second chance by the grace of God to just be put on probation after a year. I got my act together, and basketball set me on the right track with a proper coach when I was 14, so that pretty much helped. And, along the way in college, I fought with mental illness a lot, with depression, suicidal thoughts. And one day in my college dorm room, when I thought to kill myself after being indulged in alcohol and marijuana and other drugs, I actually called upon the name of Jesus. And he actually showed up in my dorm room and took my high away, and I felt a peace that surpassed all understanding. So,
wow. I want to get back to your basketball career because you mentioned your coach at the age of 14 had a tremendous impact on your life at a crucial point in your life. Share with us what that coach meant to you.
He was someone who it was the first time in my life someone looked after me. The coach was a huge title in our community. A lot of individuals didn't grow up with fathers. They didn't grow up with proper role models, proper guidance. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of us just drifted to what we saw on TV. And so based on, his talks, his ability to coach me, his ability to talk to me, to communicate with me, to lead by example, I needed somebody to believe in me. And, I opened up to him about what happened in my past, and he understood.
This whole idea of leadership, everyone thinks they're a leader until it's time to actually lead. What, in your opinion, is a leader, a true leader?
A true leader will lead by example. So many times, people in leadership positions, just kind of tell and command and do things of that nature. Leadership is a call to action. It's a call to positive action. We know so many bad examples of leaders that when there's a good one, a lot of people kind of put a lot of responsibility onto that individual. It's deciphering what it is that God is calling you to and, what it is that, other people would just want to kind of dump on you. And so you have to be careful. It's really about discernment.
Your new book, it's called Be Your Own Hero, Turning Obstacles into Opportunities. You talk about taking adversity, turning it into, as you say, positive energy. As concise as you can possibly be, can you tell us what that looks like?
It's a shift in perspective. It's looking at the obstacle or opposition or challenge as an opportunity to grow and to become better. Two people can look at the same situation and have two different outlooks on the situation. One could look at it as, this is terrible, my life is ruined, I'm never going to get ahead. Or, okay, this is an opportunity for me to grow and be stronger, and I can tell someone else about it to help them overcome the same obstacle.
We have a lot of listeners that are dealing with a lot of tough stuff. They may be suicidal. They may have come from an abusive family environment. They may be addicted to drugs, alcohol. What's your message to that person right now?
I would tell them just call upon Jesus, be able to pray. He's listening. That's exactly what I did when I was faced with my suicidal thoughts. Nearly, acted on it. I had nothing else to lose. When you feel like you're at rock bottom, I would say, just call out on the name of Jesus, and I know He'll answer.
That's Buffalo, New York's Schwartzen Precil, this week's Hometown Hero. Join us next week as we search for your home, your town, your hero. It's Hometown Heroes on Family Life.